we are all possessed. And we need to work on cultivating inward cultivation of our hearts and our minds. But just like, what did Christ say? Be of good cheer. I think he said that. Doesn't
That's what he said.
Yeah, right. Didn't he? I'm sure he did. So be of good cheer, and don't. And he pointed out those. Look at those people over there. Their hearts are hard.
Yeah.
Their hearts are hard. He's like, don't be like those. Don't, that's not good. And so that they were in hell, and he's saying, no, be of good cheer, be happy, and eudaimonia is literally the good demon within. That's the Koine Greek term for happiness. We got to remember. I think it's important to remember that and work on doing what we can to improve and build up on that. And
I was wrong too. It's actually 6 realms.
Yes, 6, correct.
And
hungry ghost, hell, the god realm, the Azura, the god realm, jealous god. Yep. Don't forget jealous god, human and animal.
Yep. And then you have you have the human, animal, and then you have Asura, which is demigods. And then you have
It works on all levels.
Yeah.
It works on from the standpoint of basic consciousness, but also deeper, liberated, free from our bodies. Where then does consciousness go? What form? What shape does it take?
Yeah.
That and I think that's where, well, it's just we should be mindful not to carried away or afraid of or intimidated by the mental phenomenon that may emerge that we witness and see at that time. Because some people, if you study NDEs, near-death experiences, people, it's kind of like taking acid. Some people they have wonderful, great trips, depending on where their heads are at, hearts and minds, I guess. And then others, it's like a hell kind of deal, right? So we got to be
with me on that though. Like, the level for the hungry ghost is Preta, okay, or however they say Preta.
Yeah.
And the whole thing that I make out of it is this. When you deal with like Buddhism and you start delving into that stuff, you need to understand that this is a very disciplined, organized religion. It's probably more disciplined and organized than the Christian religion or any of the other ones, because you can't be sitting and talking about Buddhist theology and then smoking dope. You know what I mean? It kind of cancels the other out. You know what I mean? Because Buddhist religions, they're real strict on the things they do and the things they say. And if you get caught up in that kind of lifestyle, that's going to create your freaking hungry ghost, your Preta realm. You're going to end up in that like purgatory.
Buddhist theology.
Yeah.
Buddhist theology is an oxymoron. Buddhism don't believe in God.
What? Because they don't believe in gods? Is that what you're saying?
That's right. Yeah.
But it's not really true. There's some. It depends on what type of Buddhism you're looking at. Because like Mahayana Buddhism, they believe in all kinds of gods.
Yeah.
It's just that they're just not monotheistic.
But are they God? Are those gods like a Buddha, or they're actual gods?
Nah, I think they're gods, I guess, but they're not. But they're nothing. I don't know. You'd have to talk to a monk, I suppose. I can't really answer that, unfortunately. So.
Well, I know. I know the first realm is the Deva realm. Okay, you have the Devas.
The Deva.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Deva. That's the. It's interesting too in the Muslim tradition. Deva is something really bad, like devil, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is Hindu. This is Buddha Dharma, which the Islam really does not like, because it's not of the book. So they can allow a bit of a break to Jews, apparently, even though apparently the Quran is. If you look at the Mein Kampf and the Quran side by each, you know which one is much more hateful and vitriolic and disdainful when it comes to Judaism. Which one do you think? Is it Mein Kampf or the Quran?
The Quran.
The Quran, by far, apparently, by far makes Mein Kampf look like a Boy Scout manual.
Well, Hitler, everybody gives him credit.
My point last night about Shiism.
They give Hitler a lot of credit that he really doesn't deserve, because a lot of the stuff he got was from Nietzsche, and that's a lot of his content. Yeah, he was actually.
But that was Hess. That was Rudolf Hess that helped. He ghost wrote Mein Kampf, apparently.
And that's where a lot of that comes from, and then they completely just destroyed Nietzsche's theories and his things, like it vilified Nietzsche so bad. Now today when people talk,
he was not a herd kind of guy, man. Mm-hmm. He did not like the herd. He was down. He's like, hell, the herd. This herd mentality is no. The Ubermensch. It's like the Bodhisattva. It's like the Buddhist Bodhisattva.
Yeah.
You're like overcoming stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, and let's keep in mind, enlightenment. You free yourself. Like there's two ways. I might have talked about this already, but enlightenment. You can have the eureka, kind of Satori awakening moment, like the light bulb going off in your head. It's like, oh yeah, I get it now. And then secondly, it's like you're burdened, right? You're the worldly encumbrance holding you down, and so, but then you get to the point where in walking the bird's path, you liberate yourself from all that crap, and you don't let anything worry you anymore. It's no big deal. Just life goes on,
That's why I always ask people what they think about deja vu, because a lot of people don't correlate what that means. You know what I mean? What does deja vu mean? You know what I mean? Or having an
deja vu is something else, different than like an epiphany, though.
Right.
Already seen.
Yeah, deja vu relates to the belief in reincarnation thing.
No. I mean, it just means already.
That's a very broad definition.
En français, on dit.
Okay. In the context of reincarnation, like the deja vu sense is like they've experienced this before in the past life.
Okay. Well, yeah. Or maybe you could look at it in the sense of like predestination, and you're almost like ahead of the curve, ahead of the ball, like you're in front of things. You know what I mean? It's like there's something. You're right, though. There's something funny going on as far as the timelines, and would you say intersectionality of like dimensions, or who the hell knows? Like something funny, big time, sure. Yeah. Do you guys ever have deja vu?
Oh, I'm sure everybody's had deja vu.
I do, but it's just common to me in my experience. It's just common things that happens over and over again in my lifetime.
Right.
Not in the past lifetime.
Right. Yeah. Right. But how often do you have deja vu?
Not often, but once in a while, I find myself, repeating the same thing. That wait. Sounds familiar, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like you've been there before. Sense of it means you've been there before.
I've been through this before.
Right. Yeah. And it's a phenomena too, by the way. That's another thing that people don't understand. Like a phenomena is like astral planing when you're driving down the road in a rainstorm. Okay, your wheels will lift up above the water, and that's a phenomena. And the reason they call it a phenomena is because they don't have a clear explanation why that happens.
Really?
Right.
Isn't it just physics?
They still can't they can't explain what causes it, though. They just don't.
What's it called? Astral planing?
Yeah, it's called astral planing. It's where
you're skating.
You're skating.
You're like skating on the water.
Right. They have no.
That's weird, man. What? I can't believe this can't be explained by
It's a
physics.
phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenon, and it's just like deja vu. Deja vu is just something that happens. It's a phenomenon. And they have no explanation for it.
Right. Well, the brain. There are brain scientists that have tried to figure it out, but I don't know what conclusions they're just speculative. So this hypothesis, that hypothesis, and you're right. Maybe there's no definitive proof.
Well, not
But
yet.
my question. No, my question is, what is epiphany? I'm trying to break that down. Like, is that like
Epiphany is something that's different from. It's
an
different
insight.
from deja vu. Yeah, it's like a revelation, an insight that and it's an insight that you just. It's like the eureka moment that you just mentioned.
Right.
Oh, right, Eureka. But I'm trying to understand the. I kind of get that, but I'm trying to understand the semantics or the etymology of EPI, funny, like epiphany.
Epiphany is it's like the revealing of something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Greek. So like maybe epic. There's a tie into epic, or Epicurean, or what else?
Manifestation. It means manifestation.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Funny, like symphony. What else has that suffix? You know, because this is wordplay. I always do the wordplay, even with my adult students in Korea, right? With English, we have word games. We have fun with breaking words down and trying to look at the Greek, Latin, maybe even Sanskrit.
now that you're on that frame of thought, let me ask you another question. Have you ever had a moment where you looked out of the side of your eye and you had a glimpse of something, but when you went to go look at it, it was gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just stupid though. That doesn't mean,
Yeah.
that means nothing.
That's stupid. Yeah.
It's like
Just a different shade of lighting reflecting on something in your room.
I don't buy that. Yeah, exactly. Shadow person.
Even though you've been drinking or having too many drugs.
Yeah, maybe drinking too many juices.
So Tran or Toronto man, have you ever listened to did you ever listen to Art Bell back in the day? I know Robert or
You asked me that before, I think. I don't know.
He's Canadian. You know how they are.
A Canadian musician?
There's a lot of Canadians that called into his show over the years. He was getting calls from Canada all the time.
Yeah,
what about Mark here? I don't know. He's the one who would probably it'd be more of a stretch for him because he's so isolated and sheltered over there.
He didn't even know who Benny Hill was until he met me.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I knew what Benny Hill it was.
Yeah.
I was brought up with Benny Hill back in 80s.
What was the first
in 1950s or something?
Movie, not TV show. Chitty
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Film.
Chitty Bang Bang.
That probably isn't his first.
But Dick Van Dyke?
Yeah. He was the
Dick Van Dyke, and who was it? Mary Poppins.
He is the one that held or he hid the kids away. He hid the kids away from danger.